what keeps us going, especially when apart. There's no limit to what it can do and no distance it won't go. This Valentine's, 1-800-Flowers wants to put more love out there. Join the...
Hey guys, give me a second. I working on something real quick, but for those of you that are here, thank you for lurking at the moment. We will begin in about 1 or 2 minutes. Alright everybody, it's now 5 o'clock Pacific. Let's go on and get started here. Let me go and switch to just chatting. Hello everybody, konbanwa, J Cooper Gamers on. Yokoso. Watashi no Nihongo Jugyo e yokoso. Oh no, the animes. I don't know what happened to animes, but if you're looking at my screen, like the watermark is like floating all around me, and I thought I turned this off. Let me go. Here. Let me try this. Settings. Hide anime's watermark. Yes. Yes. And it's still there. As an Onyx, welcome in. そして皆さんこんばんは。今、サンディエゴで5時です。午後5時ですよ。So what I just said, we've actually practiced gogo goji. In chat, or what do you remember? What does that mean? Ima wa gogo goji desu. And it's kind of weird that I'm saying go goji, kind of like that. But ima wa gogo goji desu. Use what we've learned so far. Try to take a gander. What do you think that means? Ima wa gogo goji desu. And I'll try to slow it down. Ima wa gogo goji desu. And I'll type that in chat also. Ima wa gogo goji desu. It's actually really warm in my room too. I don't know if it's just because my AC's off right now, but it's making me feel kind of feverish. I see 3 hours ago, Shippy87, thank you for following. 13 hours ago, Dark Star Fox, thank you for following as well. Ima wa gogo goji desu. Yes, G is for hours. What was the number go? That was one of the last things we had gone over. Was numbers. You're close. Here, we'll go back to the notes. Speaking of, before I begin, for those of you that are just hopping in or maybe new, I do recommend you, if you'd like to continue on with the Japanese lessons, that you join my Discord channel. Once you are in the Discord channel and you accept the rules to the Discord, you can go to Role Selector and select and then react to... It should be this screen. Then you're going to react to... I don't need this right there. Oh, wow, that was very quickly. Oh my gosh. I'll eat this in a bit. I just got a burger, guys. I got burger. Oh, this is from Shake Shack. Oh my goodness. What was I saying? Anyway, when you go to Role Selector in the Discord, if you'd like access to the Japanese lessons, you just have to react here, and then it will open up the Japanese lessons here on the left. Today, I recommend for general resources, you click on the chapter 1. It should open the document that we will continue to use for our lessons. You may also notice that I now have put up the chapter 2 document. If you're interested in getting a head start, you can click there also, but right now it's just vocabulary. So I'll go back. We were talking about ima wa go goji desu. Yes, it is 5 o'clock. Go would be 5. Ima wa go goji desu. So goji is there for 5 o'clock. And then ima wa go, and then the time. Goji desu. Don't forget, after we say the time, if we add han after the g, or like the number plus g, it would give us the half past the hour. So like if I were to say ima wa go goji han desu, I would be saying it's 5:30. Last class we used our numbers again and started talking about age in Japanese. Now, a few of these numbers were special. Like whenever you use someone who is 1 year old, or like 11 or 21 and so forth, that one turns to issai. Issai. I'm gonna open these fries, by the way, while I'm giving the lesson. Fries with delicious cheese sauce. Oishii desu. So like 1 would be issai. The rest of these will follow the general rule of number plus sai. It's like nisai, sansai, yonsai, gosai, rokusai, nanasai. Another exception would be 8 would be hassai. Like if you were 18, ju hassai desu. And we did practice together. If you do want to, whatchamacallit? If you do want to rewatch some of these older videos, they are on my YouTube channel, which you can also find in the Discord under General Resource. Wait, no, it's not there. In the Japanese one resources, it's right here. I've linked the YouTube here, and I'll put this in the chat also, if you're interested in watching past lessons as well. I did not mean to move this, by the way. Chat, how are you guys doing tonight? Because, like, I'm kind of all over the place right now. You didn't get the notification? Oh, no. We just started anyway. You want to hold off on the others' answer. Here, by the way, is the link to the YouTube channel if you're interested. And don't worry about holding off to answer. I would like everyone to try. It's like, if you think you know the answer, give it a shot as well. I'm also eating fries, so forgive me. Now, we also learned last time how to ask questions. Now, I'm using the same format, but to make a question in Japanese, we tend to add the question mark at the very end. For now, we are only learning the particle ka, which is the question marker in Japanese. I should put that here so you can see that ka. That's not next. Howdy, howdy. So, Lion Chats, welcome in. I hope everyone's having a good night. So we use Kinetsufa's as an example lesson. Kinetsufa-san wa nansai desu ka? Nansai, we mentioned that nan was what. And because we combined it with something, like a counter, we're going to use nan instead of nani. Wa nansai desu ka? Kinetsufa-san wa nansai desu ka? And so forth. Let me see, how many people do we have in chat right now? Because I said today would be a bit of a review. Asanonic-san wa nansai desu ka? We said age. And then to answer, we would say Asanonic-san wa his age desu. He's 6. Asanonic-san wa rokusai desu. Rokusai desu. But Asanonic, if you were the one answering, instead of saying Asanonic-san one wa, you would probably just say watashi wa. Now, if nansai was age, what was nanji? You guys, ima wa nanji desu ka? Oh, 6 viewers, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. Nanji desu ka would be like, how, what time is it? And this was the practice that I asked you guys to try in the Discord chat. Tonight, and maybe even through this weekend, I'll be adding more questions for you to practice. We talked about the ownership particle, and there are 2 ways that we are going to be using this particle. One is showing like something belongs to somebody. So we mentioned like Fox's computer. So Fox-san no computer or pasokon. we use no to show that this belongs to him. Legoshi 1 2 3 4 is major. Legoshi 1 2 3 4 san no senko, his major. And then this last way we did this, we were practicing that there is a relation. We could use no to also tie two things together, like koko no sensei. Koko being high school, and then sensei being teacher. So we're saying that he's a teacher of high school, not the high school's teacher, which sounds weird, like the teacher belongs to the high school. Nihon no umi, the sea of Japan. If you say Japan sea, that actually may cause some diplomatic issues with a few countries, kind of thing. That was our practice. We'll continue using that. So we're going to put them all together today. So I said, for lesson 5, and this is today, we're going to put this all together. Wouldn't that be something? I wanted to review this again. The subject in a sentence is the who or what we are talking about. And the subject is always a noun or maybe even a noun phrase, whereas the predicate will describe what that person or thing is doing. In this case, remember, where does the verb go in a Japanese sentence? And I know I have this chart here, and this is a very, very good clue. In a Japanese sentence, where does the verb go? Where would the verb go? Yes, that is correct. Remember, the verb goes at the end. The verb goes at the end. The verb goes... Yeah, that obnoxious stuff that I was saying. Always at the end. There are some times where the verb may be omitted based on context, but we're not going to worry about that just at this moment. So what we're going to do, I want to see... I'm going to go over the vocabulary because I want to make sure... I want to see who's been following along with the vocabulary. So we're going to... this is chapter 2. This is still chapter 2. I need to... hold on, where's the chapter 1 vocabulary? I'm going to review vocabulary real quick, and then for those of you that are in here, I'm going to try to see how Kahoot works. For those of you that have never used Kahoot, it should be a learning experience for all of us. I normally use Kahoots in my classroom, but I think it would be a lot of fun to try on a stream. It's kind of like a game. Unfortunately, they're like, if you would like to use the other cool parts of Kahoots, you need to fork like $80 right on the spot. I'm like, God, no, I don't want to do that. I mean, I really want to, but I don't want to spend $80 right now. Okay, so. Forgive me, nomming on some more fries. Let's go to vocabulary. We're going to practice this together because we're going to need this for today's lesson. I'm going to go to flashcards. And for those of you that would like to use these flashcards to practice on your own, they are here at the very... I'll always put them at the very top of a chapter's lesson. You'll also find them at the very top of chapter 2's lesson, which they're now here as well. I do need to add the katakana cards to this. So for now, for this, and like I said, I know I can't hear you, but try your best to say these on your own. Our first word, daigaku. 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 And this is a college or a university. Our next one, koukou. And I've used this as an example in one of our sentences already. Koukou. This is high school. Gakusei. I'm saying that kind of funny. Gakusei. Gakusei. And this is a student. This tends to be used more for like college student though, but it will be a student. Daigakusei. Daigakusei. I'm actually combining two words here now. I'm using gakusei and daigaku. Daigaku was college and gakusei was student. So putting these two together, I get college student. Daigakusei. This one's more specific. Ryugakusei. Ryugakusei. I still have trouble pronouncing ryu sometimes, but Ryugakusei, we can tell it's a student. This part, the ryu, means like exchange student or international student. Sensei, I'm not going to spend much, you guys should know. Sensei, teacher, professor, sometimes used for doctor. Nensei. Now this is used after a number. This will always be used after a number. Nensei, nensei. So if this is like years in school. For example, ichi nensei would be like a freshman. You may need to be more specific sometimes. If I said like koukou no ichi nensei. Koukou no ichi nensei, that would be a high school student. High school first year student, so high school freshman. If I said daigaku no ichi nensei, that'd be college freshman. Senko, used in one of our majors. This is using this as an example. This is a major. Watashi. Watashi. This is I or myself. Tomodachi. Tomodachi. This is friend. I like these ads on the side. Konbanwa, Tore-sensei. Thank you, Som3 Coyote. Thank you for coming in. Tomodachi for friend. San. This is an honorific, and I notice some of you aren't using this as much as you should at this point. This is the one we're going to resort to. We're going to use this one first when referring to other people. In Japanese, we're always going to be using this. There are other honorifics, but we're not going to learn them just yet. Technically, we've learned 2, but this is Mr. and Mrs. So I would say like Lion Chat-san, J. Cooper Gamer-san, Som3 Coyote-san, though you guys would refer to me as Jack Sensei. That would be my honorific for this one. Kind of like how we would say like Hitsuneko Sensei if you're watching him. He's got more of advanced lessons compared to me at this point. But this, Mr. and Mrs. Jin. Jin, this will always come after a country's name. This refers to people. So if I said like Nihon for Japan, Nihonjin, that would be a Japanese person. If I said America for USA, America-jin, that would be American. Ima, this was in time. Ima, right now. Gozen, this was AM. Gogo, this was PM. Then we have G, this was our o'clock. Like Ichiji for 1 o'clock. Han for like half past. We can also use this for other things, not time, but we're for now we're just gonna use this for a time reference. Nihon, Japan, Nihon. America, America. I mean, it sounds like America. USA. This is referring to the USA though. Go. This will come after a country name again as well. Some country names will, don't necessarily have this, but this will be a language like Nihongo, the Japanese language. Nihongo, Chugokugo, Chinese language. Igirisu, no, they don't. Eigo, Eigo, that would be English. Spaingo, Spaingo for Spanish. Furansugo, Furansugo for French. Doitsugo for German, kind of thing. Sai, we said this was our counter for age or years old. Denwa, we're going to use this one today, guys. Denwa for telephone. Denwa. Ban for number, like as a counter, like Ichiban, Niban, Sanban. Wait, what? Yeah, this was number, like Ichiban, number 1. Like Fox-san one Ichiban desu. Bango, this is referring to just number itself, like what number. If I said like Denwa Bango, that would be what number. Namae. Namae, this is name. If I said like, oh, namae wa nan desu ka? What is your name? Then nan, nani. We're probably going to be using nan.
Nani.
Oops, I didn't realize I pressed it. We'll probably be using nan a lot more than nani for a moment for this part of the lesson. But what? Nani? This is the equivalent of like when you're thinking. Hai for yes. Hai. So desu. That's right. It's like if someone were to ask me, it's like Nihongo hanashimasu ka? Do you speak Japanese? I could say so desu. That's right. So desu. Maybe even so desu yo. Like that's correct. So desu ka? It's more like I see, or is that so? Like watashi wa sensei desu. So desu ka? Is that so? And those are the 30 terms for this. And like I said, these were the vocabulary words I gave you guys starting last week. I will preview the next, the chapter 2 vocabulary words at the end of this lesson. I am taking a lot of time on this already. So we have a few of you viewers here. So what I'm going to do, I want to try a Quizlet, or not a Quizlet. I want to try using a Kahoot with you guys. So where did I put the Kahoot? Here we go. So this is the Kahoot right here. In order to play this game, this is going to be like a review game. Let me stop my music real quick. Where's my music? I have so many windows open. All right, we're going to pause my music. Kahoot! And then we're going to try this. I'm using like the 80 synth for this. But anyway, to join in the Kahoot, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I feel so weird doing this because I usually do this in my classroom. So this is like, this will be fun, or this will be interesting for me. So to join, you're going to go to the, I'm going to put the link, https:// play.kahoot.it. I think that link should work. When you click that link, I don't think that was the right one. Here, try this. Try that one instead. When you come in, it'll ask you for the game pin. So if I click this, it'll ask for the game pin. The Kahoot game pin is this number up here at the very top. I'm gonna see if this actually works well on a stream setting, kind of like this. So for those of you that like to play, come on and jump in. What other music do they have for this? Let's try, what does futuristic sound like? Oh, we have one person. There we go, one person is in. Oh, I'm excited already. Now this Kahoot will be testing to see vocabulary words, asinonics. Oh, this is cool. I'm liking this, guys. This is cool. Lion learns. Here's Josh. 1, 2, 3. We have 4. I'll wait a little bit because I know we have a few more viewers in here as well. For those of you that like to hop in for the game lesson thing, come on, join in. Again, I'll put use that last link, that http://www.kahoot.it. You have a name for anything. The game lobby is this number up here at the top. For those of you rewatching this YouTube video, this game's not going to work for you guys. I'm sorry. You'll have to be with us live to get the game to work. While we wait, I'm going to nom on a few more fries. These are delicious. I have bacon for my cheese. Alright, let me... Yes? What? What'd I do? I have bacon for the cheese dip for my rice. Yes, what is the question? 質問があるね。質問は何ですか? What is your question? 何ですか? What is it? Okay. While you're asking that question, let me give you guys my favorite food, Japanese style curry. I like chicken curry over rice. Although I do like it with udon noodles too. Now, when we play this game, this is going to be kind of like Jackbox. In which case, that means like, when you see it on my screen, it's going to be delayed for you guys. But pay attention to the timer on the screen that you are using. Pay attention to that. Like I said, we have that Twitch delay here, so mine will be a lot slower. But you will have about like 20 to 30 seconds to answer these questions. So answer it based on the time that you see on your screen, not the one on the Twitch stream, because this is going to take a while. I think we have everybody for now, so let's go on and get started. If anyone else wants to join later, here, let me put the number down in. Hey, Random Furry Geek, do you want to join in the Kahoot? It'll be... and the code for this, 357193, just in case anyone wants to join in after. There will be about like 20 questions to this, so let's go and get started. Alright, here we go, guys. Remember, I've got a delay, so pay attention to this time on your screen. How do you say good morning in Japanese? And the polite way. The polite way of saying good morning in Japanese. Oh man, the stress. To say good morning, the polite way is ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. You need more practice? That's perfectly fine. So our winners, some coyotes winning so far. Alright, number 2. What is said before eating in Japanese? What do you say before eating? Is it itadakimasu, gochisou sama deshita, ittekimasu, or arigato? It's cool how it's hidden. Oh, Are they not showing the answers? Do you only see like the symbols? I hope you're seeing the letters also, because if you don't see the letters, then that kind of defeats the point. You only see the symbols? Okay, that's kind of silly. I wonder how much of a delay there is then. Because if there's a big delay, then that's kind of bleh. How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so like I said, this is a learning experience for me. So if this is not going to work that well, then not much of a delay for you. Like, if this doesn't work as well as I was hoping for, then I will have to try to find a way to do this some other way. I could probably do this on, like, Discord, because that Discord chat would be a lot easier. Less time skip in regard to stream. Alright, we'll continue this for now, but for, like, chapter 2, I will like, create, like, Discord nights as an event. Like, we're gonna have a study session where you use Kahoot to see what we know, how much we know. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. I'll start planning that for, like, Discord event nights. So far, Josh Cooper now has points. Some Coyote still in the lead. Alright, here we go. Number 3. What is said before going to sleep in Japanese? Is it konnichiwa, konbanwa, oyasumi nasai, or omae wa mou shinderu? What do you say before going to sleep in Japanese? Konnichiwa, konbanwa, oyasumi nasai, or omae mou shinderu? Konbanwa, Jack Sensei. Konbanwa, minasan. Welcome in, Foxes. That is correct. It's oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi. I hope whoever picked this last one, I hope that was a joke. Omae mo shinderu. Let's see. I could just hear you. Some Coyote still in the lead. All right, here we go. How do you say goodbye in Japanese? First one, ohayo, konnichiwa, sayonara, or tadaima. Is it ohayo, konnichiwa, sayonara, or tadaima? That is correct. To say goodbye in Japanese is sayonara. For those of you that are just jumping in, if you'd like to hop in on the Kahoot game, you can join us here at this website. The code for the game pin is also there. It is that number I've provided. I'm going to wait just a little bit because I'm going to nom in another fry and a little piece of bacon. Yeah, the anime clues do kind of help. Not all of these are going to have anime clues, though. I couldn't find good ones for all of them. Alright, let's go to the next one. Ooh, Foxes has joined in. You gotta start beating some Coyote, though. He's got a lot of points already. They've got a lot of points already. After introducing yourself in Japanese, you say this phrase. Is it arigatou gozaimasu? Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Or, how you doing? Which is the correct way of, after you introduce yourself, you say this phrase. Arigatou gozaimasu. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Or, how you doing? Oh no, Foxes, I'm playing. I'm doomed. That's not a hibachi. No, okay, whatever. Okay. So yes, after you introduce yourself in Japanese, in fact, this is one of the things we're going to be doing today especially. We're going to put all of what we've learned together to create a self-introduction for ourselves. We would end our greeting with Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Ooh, look at that, Fox is going up. Alright. In a Japanese sentence, where does the verb go? Is it in the beginning of the predicate? At the end of the predicate? At the end of the subject? Or at the beginning of the subject? Oh no, the timer is off. I may have to adjust this. Correct. At the end of the predicate. Remember, the verb goes at the end. I was being tricky on this one on purpose. I noticed that this one was only took 20 seconds instead of 30. Let me see if I can edit that real quick, because I want you guys to have plenty of time to do these. Let me open a new window. Maybe I can fix that a little out. Let's see. https://kahoot. Because if I can make that addition, let me log in. You would think that they would allow us to, whatchamacallit? You don't know what a predicate is. Predicate is the action that the subject in a sentence is doing. In our notes, I put this here toward the end, and since you're, I think this is first time I've seen you, some Coyote, so if you didn't know it, it's okay. The predicate, what a person or thing is doing, and it's usually the last part of a sentence, both in English and in Japanese. Let's go into the next one. I don't think I can change the time limit on this guy, so it's gonna be 20 seconds. Good luck. I'll try to do these quickly. The time on this though. Ooh, Josh Cooper is on fire. Let's see. This particle marks what the topic of a sentence is in Japanese. Is it ka, ha, no, or e? This is the topic marker of a sentence. This particle marks the topic of a sentence. It's a ka. Correct. It is. In this case, it's the symbol ha, but we pronounce it as wa. Kind of like watashi wa. The topic or the subject of my sentence is going to be watashi, or myself. Yeah. Kitsuneko's pretty advanced. I'm doing like super beginning. We're getting a lot of points now. Quiz. This particle is used to show either ownership of an object or a connection between two things. Is it ni, no, to, or ha? Is it ni, no, to, or actually wa? This is one of the new ones we practice. This particle is used to show ownership or a connection between two things. This would be no. Toll, we will learn this one, I think chapter 3, or once we, like further on. Toll means and, or it could be with. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna drink some tea right now. I think if no one's having too big of a latency issue, I think the Kahoot's actually kind of fun. I wish there were more stream things that I could do that to interact with chat like this. All right. Oh, look at that, Josh Cooper. Alright, number 9. We have a lot. Okay. Vocabulary. This is a free space, so you can just pick whatever you want. Free! It's all free! 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 It's like those obnoxious news commercial ads. Free! Free, free, free. I couldn't, like, without paying, I couldn't divide this into different sections. So I just like, free! And you're all correct. It still gave you points. Alright, use this word when referring to yourself in Japanese. Is it anata, watashi, desu, konnichiwa? When referring to yourself, anata, watashi, desu, or konnichiwa. Yes, the word watashi for yourself. You didn't answer on the chat. This word means college in Japanese. Is it koukou, nihon, daigaku, or gakusei? This means college in Japanese. Is it koukou, nihon, daigaku, or gakusei? College in Japanese is daigaku. Koukou is high school. Number 12. This is a counter for time. A counter for time. Is it go, jin, ji, or sai? Is it go, jin, ji, or sai? Counter for time. Correct. Ji is the counter for time. We use this to say o'clock. Sai is for age, or age in years. Josh Cooper back in the lead. Name in Japanese. What is name? Is it eigo, ima, denwa, or namae? Eigo, ima, denwa, or namae? Correct. Name in Japanese is namae. Let me double check. This is marked as educational, right? Yes, it is. Okay, just making sure. Here we go. Number 14. Major of study. Something that you study in college. Is it senkou, gogo, tomodachi, or nani? Is it senkou, gogo, tomodachi, or nani? I'm like eating fries and it's making me look funny. That is correct. Senkou is major. I used this as an example earlier too. "15. Use this when referring to other people. It's an honorific. Do you use sensei, san, jin, or sai? When referring to other people, this is honorific. Sensei, san, jin, or sai. I should have said Mr. or Mrs. It is san. When referring to other people, use san after their name. You would use sensei for like me, for your like teacher or doctor. But for like other people, you would just use san. Telephone. We're going to be using this word today. Is it denwa, ryugakusei, bango, daigakusei? Denwa, ryugakusei, bango, or daigakusei? Denwa is telephone. Telephone. We'll be talking about how to say your denwa bango in chat today. Mother in Japanese. Is it ototo, imoto, okasan, or otousan? Mother in Japanese. Ototo, imoto, okasan, or otousan? Okasan is mother. Otousan is father. My streak ends. Hold on one second. Some coyote has retaken the lead. Wait, how did they say it in like Halo? Taken the lead. You've lost the lead. Or something. Younger sister. Younger sister. Onei-san. Oni-san. Imoto. Or ototo. Younger sister. Onei-san. Oni-san. Imoto. Or ototo. Yeah, I kind of figured this. This one was actually in the extra vocabulary. I just threw it in here to be kind of mean. Younger sister, imoto. Imoto is your younger sister. Oh, Fox's taken the lead. Number 19. Use this for time. Half past. Half past. Is it toki, han, des, ji? I am. Toki, han, des, or ji for half past. Correct, it is han. Remember, like if you say like 1:30, ichiji han for 1:30 for half past. And our last one for today. Japan How do you say Japan in, well, Japanese? Is it Kankoku, Chugoku, Nihon, or Igirisu? I guess I could have put a picture of Japan for this one. Kankoku, Chugoku, Nihon, Igirisu. Good, good. I was gonna say, you guys better get this one. Japan in Japanese is Nihon. Like, Nihon, Japan wa Nihongo de nan to iimasu ka? Nihon wa Nihon desu. Alright, so here we go. Current winner. Foxes 6 for subbing. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Josh Cooper, 2nd place. And in 1st place we have... Who could it be? Guys, I have no idea. It is Foxes. Congrats, Foxes. Esan Anderson, Lion Learns. You guys are in 4th and 5th place. I was a little worried that the latency would be kind of bad for this, but I think I'm going to continue doing this. This was actually kind of fun, you guys. I like this, especially as a review for things that we have learned. That was fun. that was fun. Tanoshikatta desu ne. Yeah, you did have a bit of an advantage. Where'd my music go? Where is ongaku wa doko desu ka? There we go. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm going to continue doing that later on. So for today, guys, our goal is to put everything we have learned together to create a self-introduction. I didn't know I could hear you, but it was fun regardless. I didn't like how you only see the symbols and not the words. I was kind of sad that you couldn't see what the words were. So when we're going to put everything together, we have our particle ka for questions. We have our particle no to combine things together. So here we have the subject, and everything in the yellow is the subject. We're going to be using this frame to create basic sentences in Japanese. Yeah, the time limit and Twitch lag. I didn't care for the Twitch lag either, so I'm probably going to extend the time limit then to make it easier. It was fine, so you can rely on hearing. Yeah, that works too. What was that? Oh, yes. So everything highlighted in yellow. This is a subject. A subject is who or what you are talking about. And this is something that I do with my second language learners too. I tell them about subject and predicate. We do this in English class as well. Hey, Tommy, welcome in. There you go. There's your hug. Oh, by the way, I'm bringing this back. This was big when I was in high school. But we're bringing back glomp, guys. You know, glomp. the running hug. The glomp. Anyway, yeah. So everything in yellow is a subject. This is usually a noun. I say it's always a noun. I guess I can keep that. It's always going to be the noun. I haven't heard glomp for a long time. Yeah, we're bringing it back. Glomp. We're going to make glomp happen. The predicate is what the person or thing is doing in our sentence. And this will always be the blue part. So like, what is this? What about the subject kind of thing? So first, I'm going to take this and we're going to talk about our, it's new. No, it's not new. It's pretty old. So we're going to first talk about, and I'm going to call this our self-introduction. And I'm gonna be bringing in some key words with this again. Our self-introduction. For you guys, it is. I'm aging myself by saying glomp was a thing. That was a thing in like 2000 to 2004. Cries and old. And I believe this is hold on. Jiko shokai. There we go. Jiko shokai. Jiko shokai. And this is self-introduction. Now, especially when you meet someone for the very first time in Japan, you are expected to do some kind of self-introduction. You may have seen this many times in anime. In fact, I'm worried about doing this, but I'm gonna try to do this anyway. Here, let me see. Let me try something. That's still Japanese. Introduction. Let me see if I can find one. Here we go. I'm going to use a clip from Azumanga Daioh for this real quick. Or not. This is a long... Here. I guess I'm not. Alright, let me see. Let me pause my music. Where is my music? I have so many windows open. Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick, and we're gonna watch this video real quick because this happens a lot. It's very common in Japan. In fact, when you first introduce yourself, you are expected to do this kind of thing. See, she says Jiko Shokai. I just introduced that word. It means self-introductions. Jiko Shokai. There. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. She was a little, I taught you guys dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. That's one way you can do this, but this is just an example from an anime that you've seen this before. Watashi wa tanoshii desu. It's fun. Excuse me. Sorry. But like I said, when you meet someone in Japan or you go to a school or you're transferred to a new department, you will always be expected to introduce yourself at some point. So I'm going to give you guys a basic introduction on how to do one of these Jiko Shokai. When you introduce yourself for the first time, what is a word you must begin with, by the way? I taught you guys this last when we were doing greetings a long time ago, and I want to see if anyone remembers. How would you say pleased to meet you? Pleased to meet you. And I'll insert a table here. I don't think I'll need that much, but we'll do it like this. So we'll start with 1. Pleased to meet you. And if anyone remembers, go ahead and type it in the chat. How would we say, pleased to meet you? I guess I can merge these. I don't need these separately. Pleased to meet you. And then Same-kun 501, yokoso ne. Suiyo tori ni, you're taking water? Oh, you're holding water? Are you going to get water? Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. So for pleased to meet you, we're going to start with Hajimemashite. Hajimemashite. Pleased to meet you. So when greeting someone, you will start with Hajimemashite. Pleased to meet you. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu is at the very end, Zerak. We put that at the very end. For our version of an introduction, we're going to put my name is. And this is where we're going to start combining some of the things that we've learned. How would we say my name? My name. We're showing, I'll give you a hint, we are showing ownership of our name. So how would we say my name? How would we say my name? And I'll go back up here also. My name. Kind of like Fox's computer. We are going to use namae. So we're missing a word. How would we say like my? We are going to use namae. You're close with the no. You're very close. I think you just have the order mixed up. My name. So we're missing this. We have namae. My. What was I again? How would you refer to yourself in Japanese? I. That is correct. Some kayori watashi no. So watashi no namae wa, and then your name desu. So my name is blank. So far in our introduction we have hajimemashite watashi no namae wa, and I'll say Jack desu. That is correct. Watashi. We use watashi. So watashi no namae wa Jack desu. That's for me. When you introduce yourself, you will replace this name with, well, of course, your name. It's okay, Jay Cooper. Now, if you want to add more information about yourself, you can do so. You can continue to do so. Like, here we have extra information and so forth. Yes, watashi is I. But when you add the ownership particle, watashi no, you add the ownership. That it translates I into my. If I do it literally, I would say like watashi no namae. It would be like saying I's name, which in English is weird. So that I is like this belongs to me. We would say my. We in English we translate that into my. And the last and important thing we add is, like I mentioned this before, there's no real translation for this, but basically is, be kind to me in our future interactions. And like, that's kind of weird in English. But someone, Zarek, you put this in chat already. Can you type that in for us again? The last thing you must say when introducing yourself in Japanese. The last thing you must say. Zarek, if you're still there, I mean. And this was in our greetings that we practiced on day 1 of Japanese, guys. So if you are taking notes, go on and check your notes from that day. Maybe you may find the information there. The last but important one. How do we finish a self-introduction in Japanese? There you go, Zarek. Yep. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. I'm making it a bit more polite by adding dozo, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. In fact, here, I'm gonna put this in parentheses because you could probably like not use this, but you can if you would like. Welcome back, Foxes. Okaeri. So when we are doing a self-introduction, we're gonna start for this class. We're gonna start with "Pleased to meet you." Pleased to meet you, and I'm gonna highlight. Put this in. We'll put this in green, and then the last one and this one's probably the most important thing that you must put in here. Is finishing your introduction with "Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu." I'm gonna talk about some extra information that you can put here, so that your self-introduction can be longer and more, give more information about yourself. And the first one I'm going to tell you guys is your phone number. Okay, chat. For the sake of this lesson, do not use your real phone number. Please do not use your real phone number. Because you don't want... This is a recorded live session. You don't want random people seeing your number. So, for this lesson... Please do not use your real phone number. And I'm putting that disclaimer here because please don't. So for this, I'm going to add some vocabulary to know. Vocabulary to know. You're going to need to know your numbers, of course. You're also going to need to know denwa, which is phone, and then bango, which is number. And I'm going to actually move this to the next page so it's nice and cleaner to see. So extra information to know. Some vocabulary to know will be numbers. You need to know the numbers. Actually, I should move this. You need to know denwa, which means phone, and bango, which is number. As a review, kind of like what we did here with my name, how would I say, using our vocabulary words, how would I say my phone number? How could I say my phone number? How would I say my phone number? Use my name as an example. My phone number. And phone, here would be phone and number. How would I do that first? Watashi no denwa. You're close. Watashi. Don't forget, we need that ownership particle. So we're going to start with watashi. We need that ownership particle, which is no. Denwa. Denwa what? Denwa what? There you go. Denwa bango. We're putting these two words together. Denwa by itself is phone. Put denwa bango, you get phone number. I'm gonna put these into a yellow box now, because this is my subject. My subject, what am I talking about? We're not just talking about phone number in my subject. We're talking about my phone number in this subject. I have my topic particle here, wa. And then here we'll put the number, and then end with des. And I'm going to rewrite this again because I want to do this in hiragana, because seeing the romanji, I'm not going to lie, it kills me sometimes. So here we have what? What happened? Internet, why? Oh, okay, so here. Alright, so here we go. It is smaller, so let's go back, make it larger. So, why? Why is this happening? That is twice. Watashi no denwa bango desu. So, my phone number. Where am I? Here we go. Let's make it... Okay. There you go. Watashi no denwa bango. I could probably make this smaller because it's a particle. I'll cry, guys. I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm crying. Okay. It's like, nani? Nande? So, nande then? And then, des. Now, I'm seeing you guys are putting your number in here already. So we're going to be using this format to tell our phone number. Now, remember what I said. Please do not use your real telephone number in this chat. I don't think it's my network. I think it's just Google Documents at this moment. So you could say, watashi no denwa bango. This is not what I want. Denwa bango wa, and then the number des. I have a mental block with that trailing ooh sound. That happens. Denwa bango. Since we are in the beginning lessons, I am over exaggerating those sounds for you guys so that you can get used to hearing it. Watashi no denwa bango wa number des. Okay, so for your telephone numbers, we're gonna ignore area code for now. So for now, we're going to ignore the area code. Most of us have cell phones, and I don't know if area code really matters anymore, but whatever. So if my number, and I'm not putting my real number, guys. I'm going to say my number is, we're going to do the generic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to say this is my phone number. Generic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When telling your phone number in Japanese, you're going to say each number individually. What this means is you're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are not going to say 123, 4,567. We do not do that. Even in English, we don't really do that. We say each number individually. This dash here is actually going to pronounce as no also. So when we are, I'm going to use this number as the example again. Let Let me highlight this. Again, we're gonna highlight this in poipo, because poipo is pretty. And I'm gonna make another table, because I love making my tables. So we're gonna make it 8. So we have our number one. So I'm gonna put the number like this: 1, 2, 3, dash 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my number. In Japanese, we would say ichi, ni, san, no, yon, go, roku, nana. Ichi, ni, san, no, yon, go, roku, nana. And the biggest important thing here is to realize that the dash is going to be pronounced as no. This dash here will be pronounced as no. In fact, let me go on and center all of these because this looks kind of funky. I'm just center the whole damn thing. There we go. So if my phone number was 1234567, in Japanese, ichi ni san no yongo roku nana. In which case, I'm going to use the whole sentence now. So I would say, watashi no denwa bango wa ichi ni san no yon go roku nana desu. So using this frame, this would be how you would say your phone number in Japanese. Watashi no denwa bango wa ichi ni san no yon go roku nana desu. That looks so terrifying in hiragana. I wonder, hold on. Since I'm going left to right, I think it would still be like this, but since we're practicing ichi, ni... Oh my god. Yes, so many brushstrokes. So give this a try, guys. In chat, let's see. Pretend this is your phone number. We're going to start with this one. Pretend that this one is your phone number. It's going to be 455-89878. Let's pretend that this is your phone number right here. Give that a try, chat. Try to write that in Japanese in the chat boxes. Using our sentence frame here. Like, watashi no denwa bango wa, the number, desu. And this one may take you guys a while to type out, but do your best. My fries are getting cold. I'm gonna eat while you guys are doing this. What kind of burger do I have? I'm actually not that hungry, to be honest. It's a delicious burger. I'm hungry all of a sudden. It has bacon. Bacon ga daisuki. Let's see. Watashi no denwa bango wa 455 no 9878 desu. That is correct. That would be how you would say this. I'll do one more practice. We're going to continue practicing this in the Discord as well. For those of you that have just come in or are new to the channel, you can do !Discord. to join in as well. Once you've accepted the Discord channel rules, go to Role Selector and react with the Jack Sip emote to join the Japanese learning channel. Watashi no denwa banga wa 455 9878 desu. You're only missing the no for the dash. Other than that, your numbers are correct. Try this one. This one should be very simple. Try this phone number next. Let me get a little bit larger. 150. There we go. If anyone has this phone number, wow, I'm amazed. Yes, it is EG times 7. Yon go go. Can't see 8 or 9. Oh, I'm sorry. But you do have a good start. That is correct. Some Coyote. You do have the good correct start. 俺の電話番号は000 006の0006です。006 -0006. Some Coyote. If you have time or if you would like to, we did numbers I think 2 lessons ago. If you would like to go back and rewatch that video. Well, and for lesson 3 when we did numbers. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Okay, guys. So that's how to tell your telephone number. And the biggest thing I want you guys to know is that dash is no. Now, if you did want to add your area code, treat it the same way, like 703-777-1233. This dash is the same way. It's going to be no if you want to try practicing using your area code. If you do join the Discord chat, we'll practice some more with this. So if we're doing like extra information, we could say like phone number. The next thing we're going to do is talk about, I did see 0. 000. We'll talk about like job or major. This will be the last thing. Oh wait, we could talk about job, major. You can also add, insert row below, age here as well. And we talked about age last time. The next thing we're going to talk, I said, is like major. So this is so extra information that you could put in, but let's say major or job. I'm going to bold this. Let me get 15. Now when talking, some key vocabulary for this. Hold on, the font is still too big. I spelled vocabulary wrong, guys. Vocabulary. The biggest one you need to know will be senko, which is major, or shigoto for job. Shigoto for job. Now, this is where, especially for your job or major, like I said, this is still optional information that you could give in a self-introduction. But for some of these, you may need to go back to the vocabulary from from the beginning of the chapter. And I'm scrolling, like I am taking my time scrolling all the way to the top. Like the optional vocabulary here. Like, for example, Igirisu for England, Britain. Australia for Australia. Kankoku, Korea. Canada, Canada. Chugoku, China. Indo, Indonesia. Or Indo, India. Egypto, Egypt. Philippine, Philippines. Asia, here's where we talk about major, like Asia Kenkyu, Asian studies. Keizai, economics. Kogaku, engineering. Kokusai Kankei, international relations. Kokusai Kankei. Computer, for like computer science. Seiji, politics. Seibutsugaku. What was this? Biology. I need to study it. Bijinesu, for business. Bungaku, literature. Rekishi, history. Isha, doctor. Kaishain, company worker or office worker. Kangoshi, nurse. Kangoshi. Zarek, I believe you and I disappointed our Filipino families by not becoming a kangoshi. Cole said this is high school student. Shufu, housewife. They have a word for house husband now, but I don't know what it is just yet. Daigaku Insei, graduate school student. Bengoshi, lawyer. Okasa, and so forth. So if I go back to the notes, I'm going to go back to the very bottom. I'm not going to put all of these majors here for you, or jobs for you guys. In that, I would prefer that you try to find these on your own. But if you did want to use them, you could say, like... Here, let me make this chart again. It can be kind of difficult. So let me insert another table. We're going to do like this. So let's see. Watashi no shigoto wa. Okay, this what? So we could say like watashi no shigoto wa. Your job, this. Thankfully, my mom never had that expectation. Well, my mom did. It's like, why can't you be nurse like your tita, like your cousin? And I'm like, because I don't want to be. God. So like here would be our subject, because we are talking about ourselves. We have our topic marker here. I'm gonna make this smaller too. And then your job desk. This is our predicate. You will probably have to find what your job is separately. So if you, for example, if you were a teacher, you could put sensei. Like for me, and mine is going to be, I'm not gonna lie, my example is gonna be pretty long. Here, let's put this down here. So like for me, I could say, watashi no shigoto wa koko no sensei desu. And I'm gonna highlight this because this is still like subject predicate. Subject predicate. Now notice that I've used like no many times here. Let me merge these cells. And this basically is my job is blank. Ori no senkou wa bijutsu deshita. Your major was art. I believe that's art, right? Bijutsu, or is it geijutsu at this point? Oh, wait, geijutsu is more like performing arts, I believe. Try my example, like watashi no shigoto, my job wa koukou no sensei desu. I'm using words that we have gone over, so koukou no sensei desu. Watashi no shigoto wa koukou no sensei desu. Like watashi no shigoto wa koukou no sensei desu. I know, I may be going fast for the notes, and I apologize, guys. I feel like next chapter is going to be a very big jump in expectations also. My burger's cold now. I'm a little sad. Watashi no shigoto wa sporto. Some coyote, your job is sports? Sports. Don't forget des to finish the verb at the end. Oh, supporto. Supporto. Oh, I get it. Oh, so watashi no shigoto wa supporto desu. Don't forget desu. Supporto desu. Hey, Rick the Coyote. I'm guessing that's a fox coyote. Welcome in. So watashi no shigoto wa, and then your job and desu. Hi would be yes. Yes, that'd be it's like hi sold as. That is correct. What would the alternative be? Would it be okay, I'm being obnoxious and I apologize since you just came in. I'm not normally this mean, but I do like to tease people. Would the opposite, if you went like with like coyote first, would it be instead of like foyote, would it be like cox? I'm sorry, I had to do that. Let's see. Let me see who can try to translate this one, because this was my actual job. So like, watashi no shigoto wa koukou no sensei desu. Watashi no shigoto wa koukou no sensei desu. And I'll put this in hiragana too. Yes, in fact, Jay Cooper, that's actually a very good one. Yes, I said I was a teacher. But what kind of teacher? I am a little specific here. And Jay Cooper, thank you for putting that. I'm actually let's actually do that one too. You're in school. Yes, high school teacher, high school. Now, some of you, if you don't have a job, or maybe you're still in college or in high school, we can still use this same frame. In fact, I'm going to copy this to say our year in school. And so just saying watashi, we don't need the watashi no shigoto. We can delete this. I can get rid of this. So delete cells. I'll just merge. No. No. Here, let's do this. Merge. Merge cells. Where'd you go? No. Okay, unmerge. All right, so watashi wa, and then for year in school, you're gonna say the number plus nensei des, and this is for your year in school. I am a blank year student. So if I were to say, watashi wa ichi nensei desu. Ichi nensei desu. Where nensei is your year in school. In fact, let me add that to vocabulary. So watashi wa ichi nensei desu. Watashi wa ichi nensei desu. Getting back into Japanese? Technically, so am I. I have like ulterior motives for doing this online as well. This is helping me study for the JLPT also. I'm studying from the very beginning. Watashi wa ichi nensei desu. Ichi for one, and nensei, year student. So this is a first year student. And this often means freshman. First year student. You can be more specific, however. You could say, instead of saying like number plus nensei, you could also say here, I'm going to put these here. you could say like no, and then number plus nensei. I can probably do this. And delete. Hold on. I can delete these two. Can I delete these two? Delete column? Yes. This would be more specific. This would be telling us that you're a high school student. You could also say daigaku no, and then number plus nen. Wait, why does it do that? Why? Number plus nensei. If you want to be more specific. And sometimes this will help. Like this one, watashi wa ichi nensei desu. I am a freshman. Watashi wa ichi nensei desu. This is, it's a good answer, but like this one, watashi wa ko no ni nensei desu, would be giving more description. Like, watashi wa ko no ni nensei desu. Because this one will, whereas this one just means like freshman or first year student. This one here would be, I am a second year student of high school. Or a high school sophomore. Jay Cooper, why don't you give this one a shot? Like, try to say, what is your year in school in Japanese? Like, what grade are you in? And it's already been a little over an... Yeah, it's been a little over an hour. And man, we've gone over a lot, guys. Oh my goodness. For those who are just hopping in again, exclamation point Discord. If you're interested in joining in for the our beginning learning of Japanese language, once you agree to the Discord rules, you can go to Role Selector and react with Jack Sip to get access to the Japanese channel. If you need help, just say so in general chat, and I will help you there as well. Watashi wa daigaku no 1年生. Yes, you are a college freshman. But don't forget, you need to finish it with the verb. You need to finish it with the verb. Watashi wa daigaku no 1年生desu. Desu. Yes, yes. And so these are like the extra information you can do in a job, major, or year in school, as well as your age. And this is because we're working on creating a self-introduction. Now, how do we put all of this together? I taught you guys like phone number, as well as how to say job, major, year in school. Last time we talked about how to say our age. So what we're going to do, I'm gonna put this all together at this point and show you how a self-introduction should be. Now, like you need your number one, which is start your greeting. Hajimemashite, pleased to meet you. So, like, repeat after me for this. Pleased to meet you. Hajimemashite. Hajimemashite. Then you're gonna state your name. Watashi no namae wa blank name desu. In fact, I'm going to go on and write this down in my own notes. You guys can do this in chat, or actually, if you are in the Discord, and I'll type this here in a moment, in the JPN1 practice chat, which you can find, you can find like here, JPN1 practice. Try to create your own self-introduction. using today's lesson and notes to help you. You will start with greeting, which is hajimemashite. The second thing you'll start with is your name. Watashi wa blank desu. Then extra information, like your age, and the keyword fake phone number. Don't give me your real phone number, guys. Please do not put your real phone number in the chat. Your phone number, your job, your year in school, etc. And then your ending, which is yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So you can try to do that as your practice in the JPN 1 practice chat. I'm going to do an example in the notes with you guys here. So I'm still going to follow this frame. So I'm going to say example. I'm going to go to the next page. Example self-introduction. So I would start with hajimemashite. And I'm going to put this in Romanji and in Hiragana for you guys. So I'm going to create this in a table. I'm only going to use 2 because it can be kind of a, I guess, semi-formal. So, hajimemashite. Remember, hajimemashite means pleased to meet you. Hajimemashite. Watashi wa Jaku desu. Or actually, watashi no namae wa Jaku desu. Now notice that I said watashi wa Jaku desu. You could do that, but I do want us to get practice of using this particle at this moment. We'll simplify it later on. Watashi no namae wa Jaku desu. Now I could say watashi wa, or watashi no denwa bango wa, and I'll just say like ichi 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 no ichi 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 desu. My phone number is 111-1111. I'm gonna highlight this watashi no because I put it in parentheses. And the reason why, wait, what? The reason why I put this in parentheses is because whoever I am talking to at this point understands I am talking about myself. So even though I could put watashi no denwa bango wa, I could easily just say denwa bango wa. Because in this case, people know I'm talking about myself. Watashi no shigoto wa koukou no sensei desu. My job is a high school teacher. Watashi no shigoto wa koukou no sensei desu. Some of you may put something different. Maybe your year in school, or maybe your different job. For example, who was it earlier? Some coyote, you said supporto. So you would say like shigoto wa supporto desu. My job is in support. I could also say watashi no. And like I said, I'm putting these in parentheses because even though I could say these, it may be more natural to omit them. Watashi no, actually, in this case. That's okay, that's perfectly fine. I can take a look. Watashi wa sanju, no, 34 sai desu. Now notice here, I said I could say watashi wa 34 sai desu, but I'm not. I could simply just say 34 sai desu in this case. And of course, I need to finish with yoroshiku onegai shimasu at the very end. So this is basically me saying, pleased to meet you. My name is Jack. My phone number is this. My job is a high school teacher. And that's kind of a weird sentence already, but like I said, we're simplifying. I am 34 years old. And then, of course, please be kind to me in our future encounters. Remember, there's no real translation to this in English, but it is expected of you in Japanese. Watashi no namae Coyote desu. You're right. In fact, why wa here? The reason is because I am only talking about myself. The no here is me trying to say my, like my job, my phone number. This is just me saying I am. So because I'm only talking about myself and not what I own, it's just gonna be watashi then wa. Now, Grey Wolf, you mentioned that I didn't mention 0, and now that you say that, that's actually very important because there are zeros in our phone number. So I'm gonna put that up here in the extra vocabulary to know. 0 in Japanese is just going to be well, 0. Or you can sometimes say rei. But I think it's more appropriate to say 0 for the number 0. I'm gonna try to do better to explain this. Like here, I'm talking about in this sentence, I'm talking about my phone number. This one, my name. Could you widen sentence for your job? This one here, like this, maybe. Yeah, I feel like rei is used more for like temperature. In other case, 0 is appropriate. I'm a high school teacher who teaches Japanese. Yes, that is my cat. She wanted in. So I could say, Watashi no shigoto wa koko no... And I could say, like, Nihongo sensei. Koko no Nihongo sensei desu. If that's what you like. I'm a high school teacher of Japanese. In this case. Watashi no shigoto wa koko no Nihongo sensei desu. Ow, kitty, ow. It also does mean to bow. You are correct. Kind of like when students come, when the teacher walks in the classroom, the class rep will also call out kiritsu de to bow, and then chakuseki to sit back down. Oh man, I miss doing that. Kiritsu de chakuseki. Ohayou gozaimasu. Now, generally, when you're saying yoroshiku onegai shimasu, it's going to be, you're also supposed to bow here. So I'm gonna try to do this. Whatchamacallit? You can see my face right doing this, but I'll just like hajimemashite. Watashi no namae wa Jack desu. Denwa bango wa 111の1111です。仕事は高校の日本語先生です。34歳です。よろしくお願いします。It is a form of respect. Notice that how far you bow down is also showing how much respect you are giving. Generally, like a 45-degree bow is fine. A 90-degree bow where you go all the way down may seem excessive, unless you're bowing down to the emperor or something. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. And this is generally an example self-introduction. This is really us putting everything we've learned from this chapter together here. I'm going to check on the Discord. I do see that some of you are putting things in here. You could, Coyote, you're mentioning without saying I all the time, would it be like this? Hajimemashite, namae wa. Don't forget that wa. Like, watashi no namae wa, Coyote desu. Denwa bango wa. Yeah, don't forget your topic particle. Denwa bango wa. Watashi no denwa bango wa 213 no 555 no. Oh, you're putting an area code too. No, 1212 desu. Correct. Watashi no shigoto wa sapoto desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Correct. Don't forget that particle wa here. I know I didn't put it in a highlighted box, but it is important when speaking in Japanese. Let's see. Foxes, you put yours in here too, with hiragana for the kanji. Hajimemashite. Watashi no namae wa... Oh man, you put a lot in there. Kiiro kitsune. That's your yellow fox. Kiiro kitsune desu. I love the emojis you put in there. Neko o katte ite, game o suki desu. Game ga suki desu. So you were taking care of a cat, and you love video games. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Thank you. I do recommend you guys try to do your own self-introductions in the Discord chat for practice. If there are any corrections, I'll let you know. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, and neither is anyone else who is in the chat. We're all here to help you guys. So if you're missing anything, like for example, who was it again? I apologize. For example, like some Coyote, you're just missing that topic particle. Once you put that in, everything else about your sentences are correct. You're just missing that piece. And guys, that's going to be it in regard to chapter 1. Guys, we finished chapter 1 together. It only took us 5 days. 5 days. If you just use Romanji, that is perfectly fine. I will be, regardless of what lesson we're on, I'm going to be using both Romanji, Hiragana, and eventually Kanji. I do recommend that for practice, that you start using, that you start practicing learning how to at least read the hiragana. I did create flashcards here, so for like reading focus. If you want, like I said, if you want to start practicing how to read. Unfortunately, there are 46 kanji. There are quite a kanji. Hiragana, there are quite a lot. But like using this online flashcard app, this is Quizlet. They may ask you to sign up for it. I recommend you do so. It is free. But like you could use this when you're like walking your dog, going to work, riding the trolley, in between classes. It's a good way to start practicing this. Now that we finished chapter 1, the biggest thing that I wanted you guys to know were the numbers, saying your age. I use Duolingo, and so forth. The biggest thing for us to do was to eventually say our self-introduction in Japanese. What I'm going to do this weekend, though, guys, I'm also going to put example sentences or phrases, and I'm going to start asking you guys to try to translate them back into English, or maybe even try to translate them into Japanese. In which case, I'm going to jump to chapter 2 real quick. Because our first lesson for chapter 2, and I'm going to call this lesson 1, and this is chapter 2, lesson 1, will be even bigger numbers in Japanese. We so far have learned numbers 1 through 10, which enabled us to learn numbers 1 through 99. Yes, there you go. After watashi no namae, then wa Coyote desu. So our next lesson will be even bigger numbers in Japanese. We learned 1 through 10, which enabled us to be able to count up to 99. We're going to learn hundreds, we're going to learn thousands, and then 10,000s. And that sounds like a lot, but the patterns that we learned are going to repeat. It's just that the 100s and 1000s can be a little special. You don't have to. If you did, don't use your real phone number, Lion Chaz. Use a fake number. Use a fake number. Like I said, this was just examples. If you could take this out completely like this, if you wanted to. And I strongly recommend, please do not use your real phone number. Please definitely do not use your real phone number. But if you are talking to a Japanese person and you do want them to know your number, that's when you would use your real number. Just not for this class, not for while this is practice. So next time we'll be talking about bigger numbers because we will be jumping into money starting into next chapter. I'm gonna quickly go over the vocabulary list for next one. Because I believe someone used these as an example, but the words we're going to introduce starting next week, there are 57 new words. It's going to be a lot, and yes, we are probably going to use them. So we have kore, which is this. Sore, which is that. Are, that over there. Dore, which one? Then we have kono for like this thing. Sono for that thing. Ano for that thing over there. And there's a reason why I'm going to have to explain this because this is for English speakers. This can be a little confusing. The difference between like using kore sore are versus kono sono ano. Dono, which thing? Use your real number. Got it. No! Jay Cooper. Yes, yen is the currency. However, they in Japanese they will pronounce it as N. Koko here. Soko there. Asoko over that over there, far away. Doko where? So we have another question word. We're gonna start doko. Dare? This is who? Dare ga? Oishii. Oh my god, we have adjectives. Oishii. Delicious. Sakana. Fish. Now, this word. My high school students, when I taught this, always laughed with this word. They're like, I remember fish. Because we tell a fish to suck a nut. Sakana. I'm like, you guys are awful. But it helped them remember the vocabulary word, but whatever. Oishii sakana. Oishii sakana. Next one. Tonkatsu. I see we have food here. Tonkatsu. I feel like the next one is going to be like like ordering from the menu. Tonkatsu is like pork cutlet. I love tonkatsu. Niku. This is meat in general. Niku. I had a student, his name was Nick. The poor kid kept being called Nick-san, or Meat-san, Meat-san after this. Niku. Menu. Menu. This is a menu. Notice that this is in katakana. Next chapter, and I need to put this in the chapter 2 notes, are the flashcards for katakana. I know some of, like, I will confess, even today, I still sometimes struggle with katakana. Because I'm so used to hiragana that when I see katakana, I'm just like, fuck. Kind of thing. Next one. Yasai. Yasai. Vegetable. Yasai o tabenasai. Eat your vegetables. Casa. This is umbrella. My Spanish speakers are like, house? I'm like, no. This is umbrella. Casa. Kaban, this is like bag. You may also hear like bagu, but kaban more like backpack. Bagu more like purse, I think. Kutsu. Kutsu, this is shoes. Saifu. Saifu. Wallet. Jeans. Jeans. Like that Lana Del Rey song. Blue jeans. White shirts. Make my eyes burn. Jitensha. Oh, sorry, jeans. This is jeans. Yes, there are 57. It is a lot, which is why I'm giving it to you guys early. Jitensha. Jitensha, bicycle. Faints in Japanese. Shinbun. Shinbun. This is newspaper. Does anyone even read newspapers anymore? Like for me, I tend to read online periodicals instead. Online shinbun. Next one, sumaho. Sumaho. This is technically a new word. Sumaho. This is smartphone or mobile. Sumaho. So for like smartphone. Sumaho. And this is something that Japan loves to do. They love taking words and then abbreviating them. So like instead of McDonald's for McDonald's, they may just say Mac. Instead of Starbucks, they may just say like Starba. Oh no, I'm just giving a preview of the chapter 2 vocabulary. T-shirts. T-shirts. T-shirt. Tokei. Tokei. This is watch or clock. Noto. Noto, like notebook. Pen. Pen. Who wants to take a guess at what this means? Pen. Pen. I'll give you a clue. It's the same thing in English. Pen. It's a pen. Or boru pointo pen. Bolshi. Yes, it is a pen. Bolshi. This is hat. So if you see a friend and you think their hat is, they have like this ugly hat, you're just like, I'm so tired of your bolshi. You'll be learning new vocabulary here too. I'm so tired of your bullshit, your hat. It bothers me. Hon. Oops, I put it here. Hon, this is book. Wait, what? Why? What's with the ... I may have messed up making this card. Ginko. Why the same word? It could be because it's borrowed directly from English. Ginko, this is bank. Konbini. Konbini. This is also a shortened word. Konbini is a convenience store. Konbini, convenience store. Konbini, convenience store. Toire. Toire. It actually kind of sounds like what it is. It's a toilet or restroom. Toire. Toire ni ikimasu. I'm going to the bathroom. Toshokan. I always mess the. It says I always say like Toshokan or Toshokan. That's incorrect. It's Toshokan. These are shorter words. Toshokan. This is library. Yubin kyoku. Yubin kyoku. This looks like a very intimidating word. And the only reason why I memorized this word is because I think this sounds cool. Yubin kyoku. Yubin kyoku. Be careful with this kyo. This is one syllable. One syllable. It's not yubin kayoku. No. Yubin kyo. That is one syllable. Kyo, kyo, kyo. Yubin kyoku. This is the post office. I was like, oh, the post office. So cool. The word. Yubin kyoku. You've been killed. Igirisu. We're back. This is some of the extra vocabulary from last chapter, but it's recommended you do know this at this point. Igirisu, England. Kankoku, Korea. Specifically South Korea. North Korea has a different name. Kankoku. Chugoku. Chugoku, China. Eigo. Eigo. This is English, the language. English. Eigo. Minasan, eigo hanashimasu ne. Hanasemasu ne. You can speak English. Keizai. Keizai, economics. Computer. Computer. This is more like computer science, like the study. Business. 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 Rekishi. Rekishi. This is history. Wait, some of these are repeating now. Okasan, mother. Otou-san, father. Ikura. This is a very important one. This is one of the first ones we're going to be using next week. Ikura, how much? Like, kono pen wa ikura desu ka? This pen, how much is this pen? Kono pen wa ikura desu ka? Ano pasokan wa ikura desu ka? How much is that personal computer? Ano fax wa ikura desu ka? How much is that fax? For the night. Next one. N. Japanese is complicated. Yeah, it can be. I wonder why you did that, chat. N. N. Someone mentioned like Japan's currency is yen. That is correct, but in Japan, they're going to use N. They pronounce it as N. Just E-N. N. So if I said QGQN, 99 yen. Takai. Takai. There are multiple meanings for this, but in this case, we're going to say takai means expensive, or that's high. Like, takai desu ne. That's expensive. Like, Fox-san wa takai desu ne. The next one, irashaimase. Irashaimase. This is usually said when you enter a store. You may also know this from, like, a lot of anime. Like, irashaimase. Welcome to our store. Welcome to the store. The reason, yes, that is correct. They'll just say N instead of yen. It will be N. Something o onegai shimasu. This is where we're gonna start getting a little complicated, especially for chapter 2. Something o onegai shimasu. This is give me something, please. If I said like hanbaga o onegai shimasu, please give me a hamburger. Hanbaga o onegai shimasu. Hanbaga o onegai shimasu. Then we have o kudasai. This is similar to that one. Please, hold on. I may have to look this one up because these are similar. Something o onegai shimasu. Something o kudasai. This is more like hanbaga o kudasai. Please give me hamburger. Hanbaga o kudasai. Or you can even say like soda o kudasai. Coke o kudasai. Please give me Coke. Some of you may know what I'm referencing. Ja. I'm going to start using this, because I use this a lot with my class. Like, ja, which is like, well then, or if that's the case. Ja. Then dozo. Feel free. Yes, that's fine. Dozo. Here it is, please. So, like, if someone asked me, hanbaga o kudasai, please give me hamburger, I can say, dozo, while handing them the hamburger. Please take this. Here it is. Hanbaga o dozo. And then, domo. Domo, this is the last one. Domo, this is another way of saying thank you. You could say domo arigato to like even more show how even more thankful that you are. Domo. These are going to be the chapter 2 vocabulary. If you would like, go on and get a head start on these. We're going to start. Excuse me. We're going to be using these starting next week in class. Our next Japanese lesson will be on Monday. Tomorrow night, I will be doing Final Fantasy XIV because my raid group... we didn't do a raid on Thursday, but we will be playing tomorrow night. Hopefully we will beat the final boss, or get very close to it, because we did see in Rage. We just have to clean up the fight at this point. And hopefully one of us gets a good weapon and the armor piece. I'm excited. I hope it's me. So that's going to be it for class today, guys. I see some of you are in the Japanese chat and you're starting to practice your self-introductions. Go on and continue doing that. I will be checking, some of the others will be checking as well to help you improve your Japanese based on what we have learned thus far. Again, if you'd like to get a head start on chapter 2, if you go, here, let me open the Discord real quick. On Discord, if you go to the JPN 1 resources, let me move this like this. Here we go. The Japanese 1 resources, like right here. The YouTube playlist is here at the very top. So if you missed a class or you would like to re-watch or review a class, you can always click here. It opens up my playlist in YouTube. And this today's stream will be added here either later tonight or tomorrow. The chapter 1 notes are here. I'm probably not going to touch the chapter 1 notes anymore, since we are now moving on to the chapter 2 notes. Those of you that are new, for general resources, I do recommend that you have like a notebook that you can write all these things in. I do recommend buying the Genki textbook, which is what my lessons are based on. And I'll say this right now, and I recommend it, but you do not have to buy it. Okay? I recommend, you do not have to buy it. It's a very, very good resource, and it includes some more practice questions, practice problems than I do. So at this point, let's find out who we can write out to, guys. Thank you guys for coming in. I hope you enjoyed tonight's lesson. Notepad++ is free and super handy for notes. Yes. Use whatever notes you guys would like to use. Oshite kurete arigatou gozaimasu. You're welcome, Vox. Thank you guys for coming in. Let's see. Who is... Let me open Twitch to see who is available for a raid. So again, thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. I've been wanting to teach Japanese for so long. Like I used to at the high school level until I got laid off. So like being able to do this again, it really makes me happy because this is what I went to college to teach Japanese. So I'm hoping that I find a job teaching Japanese again sometime soon. Let's see who is available. Who have I not rated out to in a while? I haven't rated out to Muse in a bit. Ooh, Rick the Husky is playing Minecraft. I rated out to Rick last time. I am going to go to Muse after all. So we're going to raid out to Muse Wolfric. He is currently playing one of the Mario games. / raid at Muse Wolfric. And so our raid message is going to be this, guys. Actually, hold on. Look, he's playing Mario. Which Mario is he playing? Super Mario 3D World. Oh my god, there are cats on his screen. It's adorable. Okay, so our raid message is going to be Super Musical 3D Dog. And then put whatever heart emotes that you have. I'm gonna use my Jack Hearts like this. So, Super Musical 3D World, because I'm it's a play on words with his name. Thank you guys again for coming in. I really appreciate it. Remember, Japanese lessons will continue on Monday. Tomorrow night, I will be streaming Final Fantasy XIV raid stuff. All right, see you guys later.
So we're probably gonna need more over there.